2 high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gardner down on strikes. And that'll do it for the slice here in the first, but they get on the board. 1 run on no hits or no errors and 1 left. We played a half inning, slice 1, Impact coming to bat. This is the FGCL. We move to the bottom of the first inning. Slice with a 1-0 lead over the Impact. Here's the starting lineup for the Manatee Impact. They are 7-5. Lost yesterday. 5th place in the league. 3 games back in the loss column under head coach Ashley Prangy. Leading things off is the right fielder, Taryn Madlock, with Taylor Ellis, third base, batting second. Emma George catching, batting third. Megan Towery, left field, bats fourth. Ella Carter, first base, batting fifth. Lily Parrish, the pitcher, will bat sixth. Addie Swink, second base, bats seventh. Kinsley Peak, center field, batting eighth. Kennedy Lange, shortstop, batting ninth. And Chloe Montalvo, the extra hitter, will bat 10th. Facing in the circle for the slice, the right-handed sophomore out of Walter State, Emma Myatt. First pitch fouled away for strike 1. Myatt on the year, making her 9th appearance in the circle for the slice. 24 innings, a 3-1 record, 23 runs allowed, 17 have been earned for a 4.96 ERA. .37 hits, 10 strikeouts, 12 walks, 204 whip for Wyatt. As a team, through 13 games, the Slice have allowed 80 runs, 64 have been earned, a 5.17 ERA, and a 187 team whip. To the backstop, 2-2. Madlock, batting .304, 7 of 23, 7 runs scored with an RBI, 2 doubles, and 7 walks. .467, the OBP. Fly ball left field, now drifting into foul ground. Gardner will make the catch for out number 1. As a team, the Impact have scored 53 runs through 12 games. Team batting average of .263. Team on-base percentage of .361. 1 out. Nobody on now for Taylor Ellis. Ellis, 4 of 24, 167 the average, 2 doubles. A double, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs, with 3 walks. Defensively for the Slice, Gardner in left, Shaw in center, Bross in right, Shaver at third, Dodge at short, Gingrich at second, Lamar at first, with Brinkman behind the plate catching Myatt, and Nesbitt the DP. Fouled off at the plate, 2-1. Standings entering this ball game. Squeeze in first place at 12-2. They've won 7 in a row. Queens are 11-3. They're in second. Aquanauts 10-3 in third. The Slice are in fourth at 8-5, with the Impact in fifth at 7-5. So this will be a very important series for these two teams, trying to stay in the top 4 for that first round bye. Rodeo at 8-6 are in 6th. River Mocs 6-7 in 7th. Sea Cows 5-8 in 8th. Circus are 4-10. They're in 9th. Finns at 3-9 in 10th. 11th place, the Skeeters 9-2, and the Pioneers in 12th. Ground ball to second, knocked down, recovered, and the throw is in time from Gingrich for out number 2. So 2 out now, nobody on for the catcher, Emma George. First pitch misses inside for ball 1. George batting .280, 7-25, 5 runs scored with an RBI. A walk, and she's been hit 3 times. Ground ball to short, played by Dodge. And that'll do it for the Impact here in the first. They go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. We played an inning. Slice 1, Impact nothing. This is the FGCL. Second inning, 1-0 Slice. The first pitch to Caitlin Nesbitt is a called strike from Lily Parrish. Out for her second inning of work. Parrish, a right-handed freshman from North Carolina. She had a .499 ERA for the Tar Heels in her freshman year. 40 2/3 innings pitched. 44 hits, 32 runs, 29 were earned. She walked 32, struck out 23 with a 4-1 record. Leads the league in innings pitched here in the FGCL so far. Swung on a miss for strike 3 for Nesbitt, and there's one away. Third strikeout of the day for Parrish. And that brings up the second baseman, Brittany Gingrich. Gingrich, 3 of 25 on the year, batting 120, 8 runs scored. She has an RBI, 6 walks, and a hit by pitch. No balls, 2 strikes on her. Stays alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Over on field 1, they're in the top of the second. The Skeeters with a 1-0 lead over the Finns. Murmuring in general discontent from the Impact dugout on that one. 2-2. Fouled off. Excuse me, swing. Popped up to first. Carter makes the catch. There's 2 away. That brings up Emma Brinkman. She's batting .485, 16 of 33, 7 runs scored, 15 runs driven in with a homer, 6 doubles, 3 walks. First pitch is a ball. Popped up. Coming out of the circle is Parrish. She'll make the catch. And the Slice go down in order here in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. We head to the bottom of the second inning. 1-0 Slice. This is the FGCL. We move to the bottom of the second inning. Slice with a 1-0 lead. Towery, Carter, and Parrish 2 up for the Impact. Emma Myatt back out for her second inning work. Myatt, a sophomore at Walters State Community College this past year. from Tazewell, Tennessee. Had a 4.41 ERA and an 11-5 record at Walters this past season. First pitch is a strike. 98 1/3 innings pitched, 123 hits, 93 runs, 62 earned with 52 walks and 73 strikeouts for Myatt. Batting the count 0-2 on Towery. Towery batting .462 entering today's game. 12 of 26, 7 runs scored, leads the team with 10 RBIs, a home run, 4 doubles, and 5 walks. LBP at .548. That chases the rise for the first out of the inning. First strikeout of the day by Myatt. Now we'll bring up the first baseman, Ella Carter. Carter batting .185, 5 of 27, 3 runs scored, 4 runs driven in, a homer, a triple, 2 doubles, and 2 walks. Chases the off speed there, 2-1. Ground ball, that's going to get through for a base hit. Up the middle for Ella Carter. First hit of the ball game for either team. And 1 out. That brings up Lily Parrish. Parrish batting .300. 9 of 30. 3 runs scored with 8 RBIs, a homer, and 3 doubles. 2 walks and a hit by pitch. Takes the first pitch for strike 1. Parrish takes that one a little bit high, 3-1. Swing and a miss. Parrish will step back in with a full count. 1 out runner on first. 1-0 Slice with the lead. Grounds this one to third. They'll throw to second for 1. And beating it out at first is Parrish, so a fielder's choice for Parrish. Two away now with a runner on first for Addison Swink. First pitch is a strike. Swink is 4 of 23, 174 the average, 4 runs scored, has 2 RBIs, a home run, 3 walks, and 2 hit by pitches on the year. The Impact offense had struggled through the first week or so of the league and then really started to pick it up. As the Impact trying to defend their championship, two-time defending champion here in the FJCL. 2 balls and a strike. But a lot of turnover from last year to this year on the squad. Complete with the new head coach. See both head coaches there, but there's Ashley Prange, head coach of the Impact. Former All-SEC third baseman at the University of Alabama. Walk is issued. Runners now on first and second. Two out for Kinsley Peak. Center fielder who is batting .300, 6 of 20. Four runs, 5 RBIs with a home run and 2 doubles, along with 6 walks and a hit by pitch. Fouled off 0-2. Ball, 2 strikes. Runners on first and second. Off speed stayed a bit too high. 2-2. Over on field 1, they're in the second, and the Skeeters have now taken a 3-0 lead on the Fins. Both those teams, big series for them as they try to get out of the bottom 4. It's where you aren't playing for a chance to play one of the top 4 teams in the second round. Two-two. Peak reaches out. That's a slow roller to dodge at short. She won't have a play. Peak slowed down her swing and just guided that one on a slow roll towards short. Infield single. Loads the bases with 2 outs. They'll bring up Kenny Lange. First pitch swung on and missed. 4 strike 1. Lange batting .241, 7 of 29. 3 runs scored with an RBI, a home run, 2 walks. Down the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Off speed, a little high and away. I did not agree. That one is definitely high and outside, 2-2. That hits the inside corner for a called strike 3. And Myatt nails down the strikeout to strand the bases loaded here in the second. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left. We've played 2, 1-0 slice. This is the FGCL. One nothing Slice as we head to the top of the third inning. Slice scoring a run without the benefit of a hit in the first inning. Precious Bros to lead things off here in the third. First pitch misses for ball 1. Bros batting 148 here in the league, 4 of 27, 3 runs scored, has a double, 4 walks, and 2 hit by pitches. Ground ball to short. Stop in the throw by Lange, and there's one away. That will bring up Emma Myatt, hitting for herself, the pitcher, in the 10 spot. First at-bat of the league. Grounds that one, and it's just foul. Over the double bag in foul ground down the first base line. Myatt, a PO at Walters State. Foul back there, no balls and 2 strikes. For college head coach Brittany Purser, the head coach of the Slice. Her 3rd season. Yo, 2, waved at a miss. 4 strike 3. And there's 2 gone. Back to the top of the order, and Kylie Shaw. She walked and scored back in the first inning. On a wild pitch is what she scored on. And that's the lone run of the game so far. Shaw, a freshman at Florida this past season, and entered the transfer portal and is staying in the conference, heading to Auburn. Enrolled early at Florida after a great a great high school career at Evangelical Christian. Scored 14 runs for the Gators, appearing mostly as a pinch runner. 1-1 is bunted, popped up and caught. George snagged it behind home plate, and that'll do it for the Slice here in the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. We head to the bottom of the third inning. Still 1-0 Slice. This is the FGCL. Chloe Montalvo leading things off for the Impact here in the third. 1-0 Slice. Little inside there. Montalvo, 9 of 25, batting .360 with 8 RBIs and 2 doubles, but swings and misses there for the first out of the inning. Both pitchers, first time through the order, have been outstanding as we head back to the top of the order. And Taryn Madlock, 0 for 1 with a foul out. First pitch. That bunt is down, and that's going to be an infield single for the Roadrunner, Taryn Madlock. Shaver came down to field that one, but Gingrich was a little late covering from second. May have been a futile effort anyway. So a 1-out single in the infield for Madlock brings up Taylor Ellis. First pitch is a called strike. Ellis, a freshman at Franklin Pierce, swings and misses at that one, and the ball bounces away. So a strike on Ellis, but Madlock reaches second on the wild pitch. Ellis from Crandall, Texas, batted .274 for Franklin Pierce in her freshman year. .13 RBIs with a homer and 6 doubles, 12 runs scored. Called strike 3 on the outside corner, and there's 2 away. Four strikeouts on the day for Myatt. That will bring up Emma George, the catcher, is 0 for 1 with a ground out. First pitch misses for ball 1. George, a freshman from Eastern Florida State, Groveland, Florida. Batted .268, 52 of 194 with 30 RBIs, 14 doubles, and 27 runs scored for Eastern Florida State this past season. Fouls that one off at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. That got Brickman behind the plate. I think he got her square in the chest protector. She tells everyone she's all right. We'll head back behind the plate. Just missed, 2-1. Ground ball to second. Gingrich collects it. Makes a throw for out number 3 to retire the side. For the Impact here in the third, no runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We've played 3, 1-0 Slice. This is the FGCL. Lexi Schaefer leading things off for the slice. 1-0. They lead it as we open play in the fourth. First pitch fouled away for strike one. Schaefer, a sophomore at Kennesaw State this past year, entered the transfer portal. Started her career at Salt Lake Community College. Ground ball to third. Ellis makes the stop and the throw for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Ella Dodge, the shortstop. Struck out her first time. First pitch is high for ball one. Dodge from right here in Bradenton, redshirt freshman at Tennessee this past season. Is vital in the Lady Vols' run in the Women's College World Series and postseason in general. Batted .244 with 15 RBIs, 7 homers, 2 triples, 7 doubles, and 32 runs driven in. .346 the OBP for Dodge. Bunt is down and spins foul, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Misses low and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Dodge swings and misses for strike 3, and there's 2 away. Second strikeout of the day for Dodge. 5th of the day for Parrish in the circle. That brings up Layla Lamar. She walked her first time. Lamar, a freshman from Cary, North Carolina, at Florida this past year, and has entered the transfer portal. She committed to Florida as a 6th grader in 2018 before the rules changed. Was 4 of 17 for the Gators with 4 RBIs and 3 runs scored. Currently in the portal. Popped up in foul ground, and it will get out of play. Little outside, 3-1. Swung on and missed. Counts full, 3-2. Payoff, that's a ground ball to short. The stop and the throw. Pulls Carter off, but Lamar had it beat anyway, so that'll be an infield single, which will be the first hit of the game for the slice. So Lamar reaches. There's 2 outs, and Riley Gardner now the batter. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Pulls back the bunt, takes a called strike. Gardner with 1 year of eligibility remaining. Was at Minnesota last year and is in the transfer portal. Scored 13 runs for the Gophers this past year after not playing in 2024, starting her career at Illinois State. Little outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Popped up on the infield. Catch made by Lange, and that'll do it for the slice here in the 4th. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We move to the bottom of the 4th inning. Still 1-0 slice. This is the FGCL. First pitch was fouled away by Megan Towery. Impact to have 4-5-6-2 up here in the bottom of the 4th. Slice with a 1-0 lead. Towery struck out her first time. Towery, a sophomore at Wofford in the transfer portal from Dallas, North Carolina. Was 3 of 14 with 2 runs scored for the Terriers this past year. Popped up, foul ground, first base side, and unable to make the catch is Lamar. And that'll be another chance for Towery here. As the Impact gave up 1 run on a wild pitch in the first inning. That's been all the scoring so far. Myatt threw 3. He's given up 3 hits and no runs. 4 strikeouts and a walk. Called strike 3. Towery down on strikes for the 2nd time today, and there's 1 away here in the 4th. Ella Carter is a strike. She singled her first time. Ground ball to short. Dodge plays it on the third hop, and the throw is in time. Nice stretch by Lamar. And there's 2 away. Lily Parrish now the batter. 0 for 1. Reached on the fielder's choice back in the second. That one's crushed foul. Just a little out in front on that one. Popped up, back behind home plate. Basket catch made by Brinkman. And that'll do it for the Impact here in the fourth. They go 3 up and 3 down. We've played 4, sliced with a 1-0 lead. This is the FGCL. Caitlin Nesbitt leading things off for the slice here in the 5th. First pitch misses for ball 1. Through 4 innings, Lily Parrish in the circle for the Impact. It's given up 1 run on 1 hit. That bunt is down and it will spin and foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 walks and 5 strikeouts so far for Parrish.
Here we go, girl. Right here, blue.
Fouled that one off. Ball and 2 strikes. 1 change out in the field for the Impact here as we open up play in the 5th inning. Nolte is now your third baseman.
Play, one ball, two strikes.
Two pitch, swung on and missed. 4 strike 3. Brittany Gingrich now the batter. 0 for 1 with a pop out. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. Gingrich, a freshman at Lees McRae College this past season, entered the transfer portal from St. Petersburg. For Lees McRae this past year, batted .306 with 8 RBIs, had 3 doubles, 11 runs scored with a .427 OBP. Draws a 4-pitch walk. We'll bring up Emma Brinkman. 0 for 1 with a pop out. It's now 5 straight balls thrown by Parrish. George is going to go out to talk things over. Brinkman, a sophomore at Kennesaw State this past season, entered the transfer portal from Holly Springs, Georgia.
One ball, no strikes.
Batted .190 for the Owls this past year with 6 RBIs, a homer, and 3 doubles. That is just foul.
One ball, one strike.
Just skipped to the left of the third base bag. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fly ball, deep left field. That one's back and off the wall. Gingrich was holding in case the ball was caught. Brickman falls just short of a home run. It is a single. So now runners on first and second with 1 away.
You want to review it? Go ahead. I don't know, your TV.
Runner for my catcher, please.
Time, courtesy runner for the catcher. 12, courtesy runner.
And Gardner will come out to run as a courtesy for Brickman behind the plate, so as a catcher, so she's eligible for that courtesy runner. Runner on first and second, 1 out for Precious Bross. 0 for 1. This pitch misses low for ball 1. Bross, a freshman at Georgia this past season, entered the transfer portal, staying in the conference and heading to South Carolina from Columbia, South Carolina, Irmo High School. Fouls that one away.
One ball, one strike.
It's 2 of 5, 2 RBIs, a double, and 9 runs scored for the Bulldogs this past season. Gingrich now moving towards third, and she's going to be there in time on the wild pitch. 2-1 the count with one away. Runners on the corners. Slice trying to add to their 1-0 lead. Ross graduated high school with a 5.0 GPA. Swung on and missed. 4 strike 3, and there's 2 gone. They'll bring up Emma Myatt. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Runner goes, swung on and missed. 4 strike 1, and Gardner reaches second without a throw. Myatt swings and misses. Got her with her eyes. That'll do it for the slice here in the 5th. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 left. We stretch on field 2. We move to the bottom of the 5th inning. Still 1-0 slice. This is the FGCF. Addie Swink leading things off for the Impact here in the 5th. First pitch fouled away for strike 1. It's 1-0 in this pitcher's duel between Emma Myatt and Lily Parrish. Now in her 5th inning of work, Emma Myatt has gone 4. No runs allowed on 3 hits. 5 Ks and a walk. The only walk issued to Addison Swink back in the 2nd. Popped up in foul ground, and that will hit up against the backstop. Brinkman won't have a chance to make a play on it. 1-2. Opposite type of game happening over on field 1. They're in the bottom of the 3rd. Skeeters with a 10-5 lead over the Finns. balls, 2 strikes. Now on swing. Swing for freshman at Belmont this past year. Fly ball well hit to deep left field. That is backing off the wall. Swink will round first. Motor to second. She'll slide in safely. And that's a leadoff double for Addie Swink. The impact. Have the tying run now on second base with nobody out in the home half of the 5th.
Well, there should be one right now. The other one will be coming over here.
And that will bring up the center fielder, Kinsley Peak.
All right, here we go.
Peak, a freshman at Winthrop this past season, has entered the transfer portal from Forest, Virginia. Was 0 for 6 with 4 runs scored for Winthrop this past season.
All right, here we go, ladies.
Peak singled her first time up. Now has a big opportunity for the Impact to try to tie, if not take the lead here in the bottom of the 5th, down 1-0. First pitch is a called strike. Just missed, 1-1. Too far outside, 2-1. Foul away, 2-2. Pete takes this to left field. That's down for a base hit. And runners are on the corners with nobody out here in the 5th. And Emma Myatt looks like her day is going to be done. Outstanding performance for her today. The Impact tying run on third and the go-ahead run on first with nobody out here in the 5th inning. Myatt went 4. Gave up 5 hits, no runs, but she is responsible for the 2 runners that are on base. 1 walk and 5 strikeouts. And the new pitcher for the Slice is going to be Caitlin Nesbitt. Nesbitt making her 7th appearance in the circle for the Slice. She's pitched 15 2/3 innings with a 1-1 record. 20 runs allowed, 12 have been earned, a 5.36 ERA. 18 hits with 9 strikeouts, 11 walks, a 185 whip. Nesbitt from Dublin, Georgia, Dublin High School, on her way to Liberty as a pitcher and utility player. Had originally committed to Duke, but decided to change that commitment and head to be a Flame with Dr. Dot. But she's in a bind here entering the game. Runners on the corners with nobody out. Kennedy Lange will be the batter. She did strike out her first time, did Lange. From Lenore Ryan, a freshman. She scored a run and got a hit with an RBI for Lenore Ryan in her freshman year from Roanoke, Virginia, and Cave Springs High School. But she steps in now in a big RBI spot for the Impact. Lily Parrish has pitched to Jim in the circle for Manatee, but needs a little bit of offensive support. First pitch is to the backstop. It bounced right back to Nesbitt. So no chance for Swink to score, but Peak will take second on the wild pitch. That could not have popped back better for Nesbitt to keep the runner at third. But now both are in scoring position. Two balls, no strikes. Two and one. We got a football score over on field one. They're in the top of the fourth. It's now 10-7. Skeeters with the lead over the Fins. Liner to second. Gingrich makes a diving catch. And the drawn in infield. Runners stay. There's one away. What a catch from Gingrich. Skylar Rucker to get her first at bat. First pitch is inside for ball one. Rucker 6 of 28 on the year, batting .214. 11 runs scored with 3 runs driven in, has 3 doubles and 3 walks with a sac fly. Came in, almost hit her again. 3 balls, no strikes. And that one did nick her. So hit by pitch. On what would have been ball 4. We'll put a runner on every bag.
Yeah, that one hit her.
Now the bases are loaded with 1 out for Taryn Madlock, who's 1 for 2. Singled in the third, had a fly out in the first, but a big chance now with the bases loaded and 1 out for her. As the Impact are trying to get on the board. tie things up, if not take the lead here against the Squeeze team. Has danced out of danger a couple of times today. Infield in, the first pitch. Outside for ball one. Nesbitt has had trouble finding the strike zone coming out of the bullpen here today. Closer but high, 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1. Nesbitt looks in, the 3-1. Low and away for ball four, and the bases loaded walk ties the ball game up. As coming in to score is Swink. It's 1-1. First pitch he called strike to Cameron Nolte. She's getting her first at-bat of the day. Fouls that one off. No balls, 2 strikes. Nolte, 4 of 24, batting 167 with a run scored, 2 runs driven in, a walk and a hit by pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Was in the dirt, but first base is occupied, so there's now 2 away. Emma George now steps in, bases loaded, 2 out. She's 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs. First pitch high for ball 1. Called strike, 1-1. Slow roller to second. Gingrich fumbles it originally, but makes the stop and the throw just in time for out number 3. to retire the side and keep this game tied. For the Impact here in the 5th, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left. We played 5. It's 1-1 between the Slice and the Impact. This is the FGCL. First pitch to Shaw, slap to third, and beating it out with an infield single is Kylie Shaw. Third hit of the day for the Slice, and this is a leadoff here in the 6th. Chance for the Slice to answer back. We're tied up. Lexi Shaver now the batter. 0 for 2. Pulls back the bunt. It's ball 1. It's popped up. Catch made in the circle by Parrish, and there's one away. Fouled off on the bunt, Ella Dodge. No balls and a strike. Dodge is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Swung on by Dodge, throwing down is Shaw. She will steal the base, but Dodge strikes out, and there's 2 away. Lamar, fly ball, deep center field. That one's way back. Way gone. Two-run shot for Layla Lamar, and the Slice take the 3-1 lead here in the 6th. No doubt about that one. That brings up Riley Gardner. She's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop out. First pitch is bunted. Parrish will field. The throw is going to be in time to get Gardner for the third out of the inning. But the Slice take the lead on 2-run shot by Layla Lamar. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, nobody left. We head to the bottom of the 6th. 3-1 Slice. This is the FGCL. Bottom of the 6th inning, Slice with a 3-1 lead. Impact trying to answer back. Megan Towery at the plate. First pitch is a called strike. Towery 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Impact tied things up with an RBI walk in the 5th, but left the bases loaded. That's twice this game the Impact have left them loaded. And the Slice converted on their opportunity in the top of the 6th, taking the 3-1 lead. Impact trying to answer. Fly ball to right. That's well hit. That's over Bross's head, and that's going to get all the way to the wall. Towery will dig for second, slide in safely, and a leadoff double for Megan Towery. And just like that, the tying run is to the plate for the Impact here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ella Carter will be the batter. She's 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. To the backstop. Towery will take third on the wild pitch. The Finns have taken an 11-10 lead over the Skeeters. They're in the bottom of the 4th. Over on field 1. Popped up out of play.
That's two over there. Play. Three balls, two strikes. Play.
Ground ball to deep short. Dodge makes a stop to keep it on the infield. That'll be an infield single for Carter. Towery stayed at third.
There you go.
And now the go-ahead run will come to the plate with nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth.
You go, let's play.
Lily Parrish will be the batter. She's over 2. Reached on the fielder's choice in the second. Popped up a bunt that was caught in the fourth. Ground ball, that's going to be stopped by Dodge on the infield, but that's another infield single. This one brings home a run. And the score is now Slice 3, Impact 2.
We have time.
So 3 hits in a row for the Impact here in this inning. And Brittany Purser is going to re-enter Emma Myatt. So first time through, Myatt went 4 innings, gave up 5 hits and 1 run. It was earned. 1 walk and 5 strikeouts. Taking back over for Caitlin Nesbitt. Nesbitt went an inning. Gave up 3 hits. 1 run. She is responsible for the 2 runners that are currently on base. Struck out a batter, walked a batter, and hit a batter. So she's handed things over to Emma Myatt, and the first pitch to Addison Swink is outside for ball 1. Swink 1 for 1 with a walk, a double, and a run scored. Tying run on second. The go-ahead run is on first as we play here in the bottom of the 6th. Came in too low for ball 4. And now the bases are loaded once again for the Impact with nobody out. Carter on third, Parrish on second, Swink on first. Kinsley Peak will be the batter, 2 for 2 with a couple of singles with the infield in for the slice. First pitch, high for ball one. Line to short. Dodge has it. Will throw to second, and diving back in safely is Parrish to avoid a double play. So that was almost absolute worst case scenario for the impact. Now there's one out. Base is still loaded for Kennedy Lange. And they're going to review the play at second base on whether or not Parrish got back in time. So we'll be back in a moment. Call is going to be upheld. Safe at second. One out. Bases remain loaded for Kennedy Lange. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a line out. First pitch is low for ball one. That one floats in for a called strike. The 1-2 from Myatt. Off speed, fouled away. Fly ball, that will be foul down the right field line. Count remains 1-2. Back to the pitcher, they'll throw to home to get one. Beating it out to avoid the double play is Lange, but there's now 2 away. So now 2 out, bases remain loaded. Still a 1-run lead for the slice. First pitch is outside for ball one. Skylar Rucker was hit by a pitch last inning, her first time up. Oh, was hit by a pitch again. This one got her on the helmet, and that will tie the ball game up. So Parrish will score, swing to third, Lange to second, and we're tied up at 3. First pitch to Madlock, hits the outside corner for a called strike. Taryn Madlock is 1 for 2, singled in third, RBI walk in the 5th. Swung on and missed. A ball and 2 strikes. You can close the book now on Nesbitt. She went an inning, gave up 2 runs. They were both earned. Full count. Payoff pitch. Foul back. Another 3-2. Hit the outside corner for a called strike 3. And for the third straight inning, or the third inning of the game and the second straight, the Impact lead the bases loaded. They do tie things up, though, here in the 6th as they get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 left. We move to the 7th, tied up at 3. This is the FGCL. Tied up at 3 as we open play here in the 7th inning. Caitlin Nesbitt to lead things off. She's over 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Lily Parrish back out for her 7th inning. In the circle, that's a fly ball to left. Towery's there. She makes the play for out number 1. Brittany Gingrich now the batter. 0 for 1 with a walk. First pitch is fouled back for strike 1. They're in the bottom of the 5th inning over on field 1. The Skeeters jump back ahead. It's now 13-11 over the Finns. It's outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball back to Parrish. She snags it. There's 2 away. Brinkman now the batter. Just missed a homer last time up, 1 for 2 with a single. Fouls it off. Counts full, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Play. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
That one's popped up on the infield. Underneath it is Swink. She'll make the catch for out number 3. And the Slice go down in order in the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. We move to the home half of the 7th. A chance for the Impact to walk it off. We're tied at 3. This is the FGCL. We move to the bottom of the 7th inning. Impact and the Slice tied up at 3. Impact with a chance to walk it off here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Nolte, George, and Towery do up 2-3-4. First pitch to Cameron Nolte is a called strike. Nolte struck out her first time up back in the 5th inning. Ground ball to third. Shaver knocks it down, but the throw is not going to be in time. That'll be an E5. Let's put a runner on.
We have time. Offensive timeout. Here we go.
Emma George will now be the batter. She's 0 for 3 with 3 ground outs. Skylar Rucker has entered the game as a courtesy runner. It's a ground ball to third. Shaver thought about second, but will throw to first to get the out. So a sacrifice bunt for George moves the winning run into scoring position with one away. And that will bring up Megan Towery. 1 for 3, doubled and scored back in the 6th. That was off speed, dropped in beautifully for a called strike, 0-1. Fouled that one off, 0-2. Just foul, no balls and 2 strikes.
I'm out. I got all of them. I'm out. I brought 5 balls.
Keep it strong with your feet. Go on here.
Towery grounds that one. It's a fair ball at third. Stop made, they'll throw to first to get the out. No. Runner to third. There's now 2 away. So Ella Carter will be the batter with 2 outs and a runner on third. Carter 2 for 3 on the day with a couple of singles. Carter fouls that one off, 3-1. They're now in the 6th over on field 1, and the Finns have taken back a 15-13 lead. Off speed, high and away for ball 4. Not the end of the world if you're the slice there. Carter's run doesn't matter. Just got to get it out with the runner on third. And Lily Parrish will be the batter. With 2 outs. Would Ashley Prangy put something on here? That's probably what Brittany Purser is talking to the team about in the circle for the slice. Both Purser and Prangy talking to their teams. And Lily Parrish will be the batter. First pitch to her is lined to third. The catch is made by Shaver for out number 3. And we are headed to extras. Second straight game for the Slice that has gone extra innings. They walked it off yesterday. Can't do that today as a visitor, but we head to the 8th. Tied up at 3. This is the FGCL. Precious Bross lean things off here in the 8th with a runner on second. She squares around to bunt, pulls it back. It's a ball. International tiebreaker. Riley Gardner will be the courtesy runner for Brinkman on second. Bross is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. Foul tipped on the bunt for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yesterday, the Slice walked off the Pioneers in 8 innings. Walk-off homer by Lily Hotje. Back in extras here today. Slice trying to give the impact an out here. That bunt is down. Parrish has it and will throw to first to get the out. Gardner moves to third for the sacrifice, and there's one away. Maya pops up the first pitch foul on a bunt. Maya's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Doesn't bunt this time. 1 ball, 1 strike. First game this season that Myatt has batted for herself. Swung on and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Called strike 3. That one's right down the middle. And there's 2 outs. Back to the top of the order, Kylie Shaw. 1 for 2, walked and scored in the first, singled and scored in the 6th. As the go-ahead run on third base here with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. First pitch is a called strike. Excuse me, yes, it's a called strike. That one hit the outside corner, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. 4 strike 3. Shaw down on strikes. And the Slice not able to score here in the top of the 8th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We move to the bottom of the 8th inning. Another chance for the Impact to walk it off. It's 3-3. This is the FGCL. Bottom of the 8th inning, tied up at 3. Skylar Rucker is on second to start things off, and Addison Swink will be the batter. First pitch to Swink, high for ball 1. Swink 1 for 1 with 2 walks, a double, and a run scored here in the ball game. Takes that in the dirt, 2-0. That bunt is down. Shaver fields and throws. Here comes the run. She will score! Skylar Rucker never stops running. And on the infield play, the Impact score and win the ball game by a final score of 4-3. With the win, the Impact improved to 8-5. The Slice fall to 8-6. Impact get 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors, and nobody left. The Slice get 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and they left 4 runners on base. Again, your final score in 8 innings. The Impact walk it off 4-3. That's going to do it for day number 15 here on field number 2. We'll be back tomorrow at 9:30 with another triple header. Until then, I'm Tom Canterbury. Good night from Bradenton.